on 95.3 FM in Windhoek, Desert Radio. The Bold Voice.
Man himself, Gazza, Mr. Shiimi Seb, aka Mr. Pumumu. That is him with Chelete on Breakfast in the Desert on Desert Radio 95.3. It's John Colin, Will Zahn, and Alana. And guess what? We've got special guest Gazza in studio with us this morning. Whoop, whoop.
Mr. Shiimi himself.
How you doing?
I'm alright. The same name is Ngari Kutuke now.
Oh, did we change now? Oh.
Yeah, just in case the guaps comes in.
Oh,
alright.
Okay, just in case.
Yeah, just in case. I have to be,
we have to be
aligned with the right people.
I like the brand.
Align yourself with a good brand.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, it's been such a long time since I've actually spoken to you this year. I think the last time was like a couple of months back before you dropped your album. Now you're on this whole campaign with the Messiah, and I'm just like, you're doing the most. How's this process been for you?
It's been a learning curve.
Yeah.
And also an eye-opener. And also just a confidence booster, I guess. When the idea first came to life, I mean, we were kind of scared to try it out, because it's never been done before, and and then people wanted to listen, and then they wanted to understand the concept, and then I said, maybe we're getting somewhere here.
Maybe we want to something.
Maybe we want to something. And then I started talking contracts, and the lawyers, they started talking, and then negotiations and whatnot. I was like, wow, okay, I think we got one here. So
I mean, this is the first of its kind that I have to say that anyone has ever released an album the way you've been doing it on this whole campaign. With the Zula bucket, you know, unlocking songs. And
how'd that come up, the Zula bucket thing?
Now when we pass the stage of contracts and agreeing on the concept, we then had to come up with a product that speaks to the people the way my music speaks to the people, and also in terms of pricing and affordability is supposed to be something that really talks what Gazza is about. And for me, even when we're negotiating with the people, normally my music is meant for the less unfortunate or the less fortunate. And if I had to come up with a product in KFC, I want that one person that normally couldn't afford on a normal day a KFC piece, and then bring it to them basically. So in all my negotiations, I always try to include or think of the people. And that's just what I stand for, and I don't compromise on those standards, and that's how the Zula Bucket was born.
Awesome. Okay, now let's talk about the album itself. What is your favorite song on the album that you enjoy? Because I know you're the type that can go into studio at 12 o'clock at night, 3 o'clock in the morning, and just start recording, but there has to be one song that stands out for you.
Maybe the one with Black Diamond.
Oh. Okay.
Or maybe the one that you guys are about to play now.
With Winnie.
With Winnie.
Okay, let's talk about that song with Winnie.
Yeah.
How did you even get that feature? That's all everybody always wants to know. How do you come up with the features, the connections for the young artists listening, so that they can know, how to pave their way forward?
Yeah, so before COVID, we were working on an all-African project with some Nigerian producers like Shizi. I think he's living in America now. So we had this group, man. We were really just we just talk about African music. So there's this other guy who was the coordinator from South Africa, and then after COVID hit, this whole project just fell apart. So me and this guy from South Africa, we're always we've been in touch. So I told him like, yo, I wanna do a song with a Tanzanian but it shouldn't be diamond or harmonized. Just someone really that is we can compare like the work ethics, because when guys have made it and then they sort of relax, and I want someone who's a bit hungry so that we can So he started searching for me and doing the whole vetting and stuff, and then we came to Winnie, and actually to find out that she's been a legend in the business, but she's just still humble and still pushing, because she took a break for a long time, and now she decided to do music again.
Okay. Well, enough talk about the song. Let's actually play the song and hear it, and and then we chat to Gazza after this. Breakfast in the Desert. Wilson, John Colin, and Alana, as well as special guest in studio, Gazza. We just heard one of his brand new singles off his album, his latest offering. That was All My Life featuring Winnie. And he was telling us all about, how he came about that feature, how the song was made, the whole process and all of that, But we want to know more about Gazza. We want to know past the Gazza that we all see on social media, the Millie 100%. Gazza that hits the million views. We want to know Gazza at home, Gazza the dad, Gazza the husband.
Yes, Gazza the man, man behind the persona. But before we even get into any personal questions, I have a colleague that actually sent me a message. She's watching the show, and she said to ask you who your hairdresser is,
because wow,
to get the exact same cut.
No, my hairdresser is Mesaima.
Mesaima. Okay, where do we find Mesaima?
I don't know where her station is, because she comes to me.
Comes to you, of course.
So she does house calls.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, if you're Gazza, if you're Gazza, she will do house calls definitely.
I guess to start off, getting to know the man behind the music. We've seen throughout the years in your music that you're very particular. I think I see a perfectionist behind the production of the music, right? But does that now play into your life outside music as well? Like at home, do you want things a certain way? Is there some form of like an element of OCD in you? How much of a perfectionist are you outside the music?
Man, I can't really say, because I don't really care much about material stuff.
Yeah.
My nanny at home, she's always cleaning up after me. and you've never really seen me at the car wash. And if you enter in my car, it's like an office.
It's clean.
No, papers everywhere, and everything is everywhere. Yeah.
It's safe.
So, I can't say. Maybe when I'm cooking, then maybe I want the food.
I wanted to touch on that.
Are you the type to cook and wash at the same time, or do you cook and then let the dishes pile and then you wash after?
It's safe.
Me, I just cook and I dish for the people,
and that's it.
And then that's it, and I'm gone. And then,
No, I think that's fair. In my home, we have a standing rule: if you're the one cooking, you're not the one doing the dishes.
That's only fair.
So,
that's only fair.
Yeah. You have to do that. You have to. If one is cooking, the other one must clean the dishes. That's how it goes. You also have a new addition to the family.
Yes.
This year brought you not just a new album, but you got a new addition to the family. How's that been, being a baby dad again? Because your boys are already all grown up, and you've been teaching them life lessons, but now you're starting from scratch once more.
It's different. Because I think maybe the firstborn was more like, trial and error. Sorry, AJ.
Hi, AJ. And then Louis came.
And then Louis was like, okay,
we're getting there.
Yeah, this is how things.
There's a template already. So
yeah. But not perfect completely.
And now Dunaiski is, it's like, it's a boss. It's a boss baby.
It's a boss baby.
Yeah, everything is there for him. So it's kind of easy on us. And for me, really, personally, if you want to know something about me, it's just I'm only struggling with dividing time.
Yeah.
Between what I have to do and family and friends. Because even now, when the album is done, I thought now, like, let me just finish the album and then, we can do certain things, the kids want to play board games.
Yeah.
Date nights and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then I have to roll out this music and do activations, and once the album was done, it was the mixing process, and then it was the mastering, and now it's a rollout plan and activations for KFC. At the same time, I have to also travel and sort of get some just to network, with other
Promote,
African artists and promoters and stuff like that. Same time, now here is a rollout plan of the physical album coming out again, and it's been like that year after year. But you do promise saying that when the album is done and then whatnot, because you're hopeful. But then when the album drops, things just change on the ground. So normally, January normally is the month for me to spend with family, and also I try to be with them on Christmas. But already, like on the 24th, we are booked.
Already booked.
Wow.
Yeah. So So it's the only thing I struggle with really is just time.
Yeah, and balancing work and family.
Yeah, and I don't know what that means to them in terms of. Mental health, especially for the kids. And I know they are also under a lot of pressure. That's why I don't like really publicly talking about my family, because it's like this is my doing and it's dragging them in the whole thing. The kids are getting pressure at school. The other one wanted to steal money now because they're saying your father is Gazza, your father. You understand?
Yeah.
So all those things. So I don't know. Maybe I need to spend more time with them, and maybe this is something I'm going to regret, because then now I have seen what I could have sacrificed. Maybe like instead of doing this, I could have done this and spend more time with the kids and stuff like that. I don't know, but I'm trying. Yeah.
And that's all you can do as a person. You can just try and do your best. So don't be harsh on yourself.
Don't be too hard on yourself. You're providing.
You're only human.
I'm thinking of those kids like my dad was never there.
I'm sure they know how much you love them, and you're also teaching them life lessons. I mean, I've been seeing on your social media since last year, you've been teaching the boys, some very important life lessons. So at least you're giving that back to them, and they must be pretty excited, to be big brothers, both of them. Louis also, because he was the baby.
No, Louis wasn't impressed at the beginning. But when he saw the little brother, then he was like, oh.
I was like,
So then when the time comes for you to find time for yourself, what is it that you do to relax, or I don't know, just entertain yourself? I mean, I understand you're a big Liverpool fan. So the past Sunday should have been a great day for you. Probably quite impressed.
We're not going to do this, John Colin. We're not going to do this.
I think Gazza want to talk about that a bit himself, next to a Man United fan. But I mean besides football as well, what do you get up to just to take time for yourself and just relax and breathe in life?
Besides football, 5 things. Okay, no. Seriously, I don't know. I like things that I like or that I would want to do. I don't really get to do. But especially now that it's raining, I would love to camp somewhere in the forest with tall trees like the kavangos and stuff like that, so that I just feel like like some jungle.
Get
type
into
of vibe.
nature, reconnect with nature.
So for me, is if you can travel with a group of people that are really like fun, and then you do that, and then you just cook out. Everything is just like self-service. There, no going to the shops and whatnot, and hopefully there's no network so that nobody's on their phones.
No one's on the phone.
That's what I would really love to do. Other than that, what else? What else do I like? Football is the 5th point
Yeah.
to 0.
I was gonna say you're not going to say that you're gonna be playing FIFA or what, because he's most a champion in FIFA. He's been challenging everybody in the industry.
No, with FIFA, there's only one person that's very bitter that they don't understand.
Is it Naka?
Yeah, he's just bitter. Naka is just bitter, and even if I win, then he goes first on Twitter and says, you know, which is not true. So, FIFA is my second. Man, I'm trying not to say music, but.
But you like to listen to music.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You like to listen to music.
No, not only listen to music, but really like study music. Like, you know, it's me, Shoza, Segment, Max. We could stay up until 5 o'clock in the morning just debating about music and doing research and then saying, oh, you are right. This is the person that said that. And you know, one thing that's fascinating is that new music now is really samples from the old school.
Yes.
And then even if they don't sample, like, you know, but with the melodies, the chords are the same, and that's what keeps us up at night. It's like those chords are from Marvin Gaye's Sexual Healing. No, and listen to this. And then we go to Marvin Gaye. And, see, told you. Wow.
Speaking of which, I've had this debate now for the longest time, and this is now from your old music or from the old album, Klasela. What sample did you use there? Because we could not figure it out. I was there with Seventh Heaven. I was there with with everything, but I couldn't pick it out.
Is that it's a Nokia sound? You know, the first smartphones.
Oh my goodness! No.
That's smart, actually. That's genius.
I was today. Yes, I was today years old. No, we've been debating this for years now, and we've been sitting there. I've gone through all of the music. I thought it was these old series we used to watch.
No, it's a Nokia sound, and then towards the end we did not really a sample, but someone came to play guitar, but with the chords of Tracy Chapman, Fast Car.
Yes. Man, thank you for making my year.
Genius.
And thank you for saying it on Breakfast in the Desert first. I made sure to make that one happen.
And we have to ask you before we even let you leave the studio today.
It's hard to get to 5 points, eh?
It is hard to get to 5 points, but somehow there was a team.
No, it was really easy for Liverpool.
That did
I can't even come up with 5 reasons of things that I want.
We're not going to do that.
They did that so easy. But no, what I was going to ask you, Gazza, is if you were marooned in the desert, as you are on desert, Breakfast in the Desert, if you were marooned in the desert, what are the 5 things that you would want to have with you? 5 things. It's always 5.
Yeah, Okay, you guys are coming for me now.
I will start from 5 to 0.
Okay.
You know what, guys? We're not gonna. We are live, Gaza.
5. I'll have a knife. 4 water. 3 matches. 2 a hat.
A hat, okay.
1 is sunscreen.
Sunscreen.
This man is thinking smart.
Not Gaza worrying about his skin while he's out there, still looking good.
I
mean that's if your skin is not moisturized, then it's gonna hinder you from doing certain things.
Yeah. And you are out there hunting and gathering already with your knife.
You're running, you know, chasing for the food, and then you come tired. You can't even yawn. Your skin, without your lips cracking.
No, I mean,
and finally, when you get to eat that food, you're not gonna enjoy it because.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Sunscreen is very important.
He's not wrong to care for his skin because a certain Nora Paulus said, "Gee, Gaza is eye candy."
Ow.
So,
Mama.
We need to maintain that skin.
It's the skin in the beard for me.
It's the skin in the beard.
Guys, I'm blushing, man.
You can't see it under the dark shades, but he definitely is blushing. Gaza, I know music has been so amazing this year, especially local music. It's been one of the best years I think we've ever had with music being released and produced and all of that. Yeah. What's your favorite local song at the moment?
Yeah.
Okay, 5. You know what? Let's stick with the. Let's just start from 5 to 0. It's fine. I'll take this hit.
5. I'll take anything from KP's EP. I'll take anything from Cassidy's album. I'll take anything from Ethnics. I'll take anything from what is the boy's name, man? What's the guy's name? Po number 1, Pono Opikendara, something like that.
Don't put me on the spot here. I've been talking about being a local music expert, but hey.
Yeah, so that guy, and then I would say who else? Yeah, it's hard to get to 5, eh? The fifth one is who now? You know, there's so many young talented kids, man. I feel like I'm forgetting something very, very. Oh, there's this. What's this guy? He used to be with this new record label. The guys that did Suk Suk.
Spuza.
No, the Latin complexion.
Mega. Oh, that kid is talented.
That kid is fire.
That kid is talented.
You see, and I knew I was forgetting something that impressed me lately.
Yes.
That kid impressed me lately.
So can we expect like a young feature? Because I know you're not just about just featuring anybody.
Yeah, the music must be right.
Yeah, and the vibe must. You said the energy must be right.
Yeah.
You know, that's how he works when it comes to features. The energy must be right for him to like actually jump on a song with someone. But I think we've kept you in here for a long time, and I know you're a busy man. You know, you've got to balance the work life. You've got to balance, you know, home life, all of that. You've got other things to go wash dishes. You know, maybe clean out that car. Pick up the paper. So we just want to say from the Breakfast in the Desert crew, thank you so much for joining us in studio. Thank you for having us listen to your new song, All My Life with Winnie. It's been awesome, and we hope we're going to have you back in studio so many more times.
Yeah, no, most definitely.
Guys, I think before you leave us, I want to find out, and I guess the listeners want to find out as well, every day when you wake up, or even when you leave the studio, what motto is in your head here so that you can go live life to the fullest?
Man, you know, my thing is really just that, you know, I just pray to find myself every day. You know, by finding myself, I mean, when growing up, you know, like times have changed, man. You guys are lucky enough to have all the information on the internet, but us, we didn't really have much. So only now you're kind of trying to figure out life and find out things, and then the most important thing is really just to find yourself and what aligns with your spirit and you know what calms your soul down, you know. So what I normally do is either I go 5 o'clock or this time
5 again
7:30. Then I was supposed to be jogging on that mountain there. I do a 5 kilometer every day, and I challenge myself to do it. My target is
that's why he got the legs, Mos.
Come on. The target is to do under 26 minutes, the 5 kilometers. So, and when you do that, and then it's almost like you are ready for whatever comes within the day, and you know, when I'm talking about aligning your spirit and finding yourself every day, like, you don't have to wake up to be liked by someone.
Yes.
You don't have to wake up and to have the most interactive Instagram post or the most interesting tweet. You just have to wake up and breathe, and you love yourself for that day. And say, you know what?
100%.
You know, I've done well, hey? You know? I've done enough, and I am enough, you understand? So, and then when you do that, your spirit, your vibe is just going to be attracting positive vibes.
It's the manifestation.
Yes, you understand.
Yeah.
So, and then everything that, you know, it's almost like a meditation first before you start your day.
You start your day.
And then I was talking to someone yesterday, you know, as we are driving, and then a black cat crossed the road.
Yeah.
And I said, what do you think that is? She was like, oh shit. Oh shit! I mean, shoot.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Sugar honey iced tea.
Yeah.
That's like bad luck.
Yeah. Because we were brought up to believe that.
Yeah. And I said, no, that's an animal crossing the road.
That's just a cat crossing the road.
Exactly.
You see, and since then up until now, nothing bad happened. Or does it count in a month, or is it in the year? If a cat crosses the road in January and something bad happens in December, is it because of that cat? Or when does it end?
Yes.
And when a squirrel crosses the road,
What does that mean? Is it good luck now or what?
Kuma is good luck.
No.
And I say, I'd rather take that than the other one. And then I carry this because if something good happens, then I know it's because of that. Then I look forward to more of those.
Yes.
Not more of the cat. Yeah, so that's what I wake up to every day and tell myself that, that's it.
All right.
Yeah.
That's great.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Gazza, for being in studio with us. It's been wonderful. Stay tuned. We are live on Facebook at the Namibian. That is where we're live right now. It is Desert Radio 95.3 FM. It's Alana, it's John Colin, and Wilzon.